St Helens legend Paul Sculthorpe has picked his dream England squad from players he played alongside during his career for Super League TV. Sculthorpe started his career with Warrington as a 16-year-old and was named in the Super League Dream Team in his debut season in 1996. The Burnley-born loose forward made 78 appearances for the Wolves before moving to St Helens for a then transfer record fee of £375,000, and he went on to play 247 games for the club, scoring 113 tries and 392 goals. He won the Man of Steel award in 2001 and 2002, becoming the first player ever to retain the accolade. The former Saints and Great Britain captain was awarded the honour of MBE in 2013 for his services to rugby league and to charity. And Sculthorpe has listed his all-time England rugby league team from players who he played with. Lineup1 Paul Wellens. Mr. Consistency. He was consistently brilliant every time he pulled the jersey on. I had the pleasure of playing with Paul at both club and country, and he was absolutely outstanding. A notable mention as well must go to Chris Radlinski. I played international games with Chris and played at the highest level when he pulled the shirt on. To Jason Robinson. He was an absolute freak. I've never seen anybody with the feet, pace and agility of Jason, and he did damage every time he played. 3 Keith Senior. We made our international debuts together on the '96 xiii tour, and throughout the years of playing with Keith, he caused the Australians and Kiwis some trouble. A big, strong and great lad as well. 4 Gary Connell. Pound for pound, he is one of the strongest players I know. He is a great fella, and it was always nice playing on the right edge knowing Gary was outside of you, certainly in defense. He was a good social manager as well. He didn't mind a pint. 5 Martin Offiups. I made my England debut with Martin up in Gateshead against France, and he is one of his own. He had pace to burn, and is an absolute legend of rugby league. 6 Danny McGuire. I played international level with England and Great Britain with Danny. I think he is one of the standout players of the Super League era. He has been a massive part of Leeds' success, and it was great teaming alongside him. He is a great sniffer of tries and one of the highest try scorers in Super League. 7 Sean Long. I had the pleasure of playing with Longy at club and international level. He was an absolute mercurial player and could win a game on his own, and was a big reason why we St Helens had so much success. 8 Stuart Field. Stuart in the early 2000s was one of the best players in the world and was a big strong man. He certainly caused the Aussies and Kiwis a lot of problems over the years. He was an outstanding player at Bradford Bulls and was a big part of their success in the early 2000s. 9 James Roberts. Obviously notable mentions for Jimmy Lowes, Karen Cunningham and Terry Newton. Karen and Jimmy went on to play for Wales and Ireland. Just like Paul Wellens, he is consistently brilliant every time he pulls the jersey on, and one of the strongest pound-for-pound players that I've ever played with. 10 Adrian Morlip's. A fearsome character, and certainly didn't take a backward step, and that was the case at international level as well. He had success on either side of the hemisphere, winning the NRL Grand Final with the Sydney Roosters. A formidable player, and someone who I know the Australians think a lot of. 11 Jamie Peacock. I picked JP because he picked me in his team. You couldn't not have Jamie in there. He's an absolute legend of rugby league. To play the level JP has played at Super League and international level up to the ripe old age of 38 was phenomenal. 12 Lee Gilmer. I played with him at club level and for me, one of the outstanding back rowers of the Super League era. It was a pleasure to play with him. 13 Andy Farrell. CPS Foz was England and Great Britain captain when I first come through and was a real role model for me as well. He was always one who lead with his performance week in, week out. Captain. I have gone for Andrew Farrell. I think traits for a good captain is leading the way with your performance, not necessarily with what you say, and Foz did that consistently over the years, but away from that, he was a good talker as well and certainly inspired his teammates.